Hi, thank you for joining me for day 21 of Scraptember 2023. And today's prompt from the Scrappy Sisters and Laura Alberts is to use wood. Well, the word is just wood for the prompt. So I've gone all out today. I'm using Acorn Lane again from Simple Stories. I've picked a photo from back in 2014 of my husband and brother-in-law at Lim Dam. So you can see it's an autumnal scene. And I've pulled out lots of wood ephemera and some other surprising bits, a wax seal, which is a wood piece as well. So you can see I trimmed down, the photo is 4x6 or just under 4x6, I think it's 4 by 5.5. And I distressed the edges of the photo and also two pieces of paper. One piece is the reverse and one piece is the front, obviously. And I've pulled out 3 of the tags from the tag paper. I just spent a little bit of time before I started recording cutting all the tags apart on that tag paper so that I've got them for my layouts. And here I am, I've chosen 3 and I'm just trimming off the bits that will sit underneath the photo so that I can use them again. For example, that piece on the left next to my tape runner has a lovely moth on it and I will be fussy cutting that out at the end and using that on this layout. I just don't see the point in tucking things behind a photo when they could be used elsewhere, so I try not to do that. So just sticking these tags onto the photo mat with my wet glue, my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. I want to keep this all as one block because I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. I have pulled out a stamp from Darkroom Door and I think I'm going to add that underneath. So I'm just putting that on the block now to see. And I do decide that I'm going to add it and it's going to go along the bottom of the photo, the bottom left hand side of the photo. So I'm starting with Aged Mahogany, which is a beautiful reddy brown. You can see I've just flipped the card over there because I managed to smudge some ink onto the white card. Not a very good start. So I've inked up that stamp and now I'm pushing it down firmly to get a nice crisp image. And then I'm going to come in next with tea dye, I think this is, and I'm overlapping these. They're all going to be pointing the same way today. I have done this in the past where I've changed the direction of the stamp, but today they're all going in the same direction. And then the third one I'm using is Antique Linen, just to bring in a paler yellow at the top. And all these colours go really nicely with this autumnal feel to the layout, so I'm very happy with how they look. So next I want to choose my title, so I'm coming in with the foam stickers and I'm going to go with this word that says family because obviously the boys are family, so that made sense. And we went to Lim Dam for my birthday. This was a bit of a tradition until COVID stopped us from doing it, where the 2nd of November is my birthday, so either the weekend nearest to or on my birthday we would all go up to the lovely pub which is just by Lim Dam called the Church Green and have breakfast, and then we'd go for a stomp around the dam. And just at the beginning of the dam there's this area where it's hilled and there are lots of big boulders that the kids love climbing on, so that's what the boys were doing, watching them, but they weren't going to go up. They just wanted to watch from the distance. So these are some wood chevrons from JD3DPrint that I'm adding now, and I'm just going to bring in my T-square ruler to make sure that they're straight. You'll have also seen a little wood bird that at the moment is sitting at the top left-hand corner of the photo. I will move that shortly. That's a very old Studio Calico wood veneer. And then there's the wax seal I was talking about. It's a wood log wax seal which I'd created off camera and I'm using that on the page. There's that wooden hexagon, again another Studio Calico wood veneer. I've brought in one of the little embroidery leaves that we sell at Hey Little Magpie and some more puffy stickers, that little Acorn. I've got a JD3DPrint wood camera and now I'm just coming in with some tangled thread in yellow. It's just a Gutermann variegated thread which I'm going to add behind that wax seal, just to create a bit of texture and interest there. There's a little flower that I'm adding, an embroidered flower, again from the bits and pieces from Hey Little Magpie. I'm just starting to glue everything down with my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. So there's that little wood bird and he's just going to sit on top of that wax seal, between the wax seal and the title. These hearts are just from my stash. I thought the colours worked really nicely, just some little puffy hearts. And then I'm adding some more of the foam stickers. So this is some more wood. I pulled out the numbers 2014. I think again this was Studio Calico. I've got a little box full of wood veneer and most of it was from Studio Calico back in the day. So I was able to find the numbers to put 2014 on the photo. And I just think that looks really nice. Something a bit different. It's not something I've done before. So there's that. Just again use my T-square ruler just to get everything straight. And I'm still trying to decide where to add this hexagon. I do get it on the layout in the end, but it doesn't go where I'm putting it there. And this little phrase is just November. And obviously because it was November, I thought that would work. So I'm just sticking it onto some scrap white cardstock just to give it a bit of rigidity, because I am going to stick that onto the wax seal, over the wax seal and the beginning of the title family. It just sits really nicely over those two. So back into the sticker book, I've decided that that hexagon is going to go on the left-hand side there, but I wanted something to add to it. So I found a little circle sticker and it just says it's autumn time. And so I've overlapped that onto the very edge of the hexagon. And now coming in with some wax twine to thread through these tags. So start on the bottom tag, tying it onto the bottom tag, and then I just loop it through the other tags. And then I'm just going to glue it in little strategic places down the layout, just so that it stays in place while it goes in the album. So just twisting that round and working out exactly where to add that glue. So just snipping off the ends. Nearly there. Do a lot of faffing with this. What's new, hey? So here I am coming in with those little dots of glue just to keep it all adhered down on the layout. Just one or two more. And there it is. So just snipping off the excess there. So now coming in with the sticker book again, and I found another phrase that said piles of leaves, which you can see in the photo, and a tab to add my date onto. So I'm using my roller date stamp just to add 2nd of November 2014. While I'm doing that, please do remember to check the description box down below to see the playlist of everybody who's joining in on this hop. There are hundreds of videos now on that playlist. It's really wonderful to look at, so do go and check it out and spread the love. I'm adding my journaling at the bottom here, and just reads, Ross and Ed watch on as the kids all run up in the hill and climb the rocks at Limdown, our constitutional after a lovely birthday breakfast at the church green. So here I am finally cutting out that moth that I mentioned I was going to cut out. Just fussy cutting that, and it's going to sit just above that date tab at the top there. Almost done. And it really finishes that top piece off nicely. It just brings a bit of height above the photo, which I do enjoy. So there we go. Just bending up the wings and then using glue just in the middle of the moth. And then a little foam heart in pink just next to that tab. Again, it's just bringing little bits of detail and interest around the page. One more of those acorns in that corner to fill in that gap, and then I'm going to come in with my gold watercolour and add some splatters. And that is it. So thank you so much for joining me. I think I met the brief of wood today and I shall see you again tomorrow for another video. Thanks again. Bye.